I just entered Gartang Gali, the famed Tibetan border. Sorry, Tibetan trade used to happen via this route. So this was closed after the 1962 war. But in I think 2019 or 20, they have restored it. Some part of it. I mean, you cannot obviously go till Tibet, but you can walk, experience how it used to be. So let's go. This is a 2-kilometer hike, ridge walk, I would say. And below, huge, massive. Oh my god. So let's see. Seems steep. There are a few people inside. One more challenge that I'm facing right now is my bike's front left hand side fork seal seems to have broken and oil is leaking from that. So I'm not sure if I can find a proper mechanic over here. So let's see what happens. So this is how the trail looks like. That's where I came from. This mountain seems pretty intimidating. So because of this issue with my bike, I don't have too much time. So I just want to rush through this one. I didn't want to miss out, so I just thought, let me do this as well. Look at the drop below. This is the mountain. It's where I'm standing. Oh. There is the river flowing. There is another road over there. I think that is the way to Nilong Valley. Goes to the border. Quite a steep climb. Since I'm short of time, I'm just rushing through this. I've come 700 meters so far, 1.3 kilometers left. 900 meters left. Have to climb down. There. Let's go. Something interesting. 400 meters to go. Not much left. Here it starts. Wooden steps. This is how people used to make way previously by placing wooden planks. Obviously, these have been restored now. Some instructions to follow. I think that is the Nilong Valley Road, a bridge. I don't know whether it's operational or not. Hope this is strong enough. I can hear some creaks as I walk through this wooden planks. walking under a rock to crouch a bit. The width of these boards don't fit my leg. I have to walk like this, or I'm tripping over. Still going further down and down. I have to climb all the way up again. Anyway, I think the end point is near. I don't see any more steps beyond this point. Should be the end of it. This is where I came from. This is the end. That is the end to the trek. Took me 1 hour and 15 minutes. Good evening from Darali, and the end of my day 4 of this trip. The distance from my hotel was 21 kilometers till Gangotri, and out of that 12 kilometers is slightly narrow, but the roads are good. After 12 kilometers, the remaining 9 kilometers, the roads are widened, so going was pretty good. And I think I reached Gangotri at around 10 o'clock. Since there was less rush, I was allowed to take my bike into the lanes leading to the temple, and I could park my bike right besides the temple. There was a short queue, not too much, and I stood there and waited for my turn. I think it took around 10 minutes till I went inside the temple. It was good. No rush, no hurry. Just one thing, before you enter the lanes leading to the temple, there is a registration check desk. In case you've done the registration, they will just scan the code, or if you have not done the registration, I think they do it at the spot itself. So just for your information. Once I was done, I think the time was around 11:30. I was in two minds whether to go to Gartang Gali or should I just go back and have my bike tended. I was not very sure whether there would be a mechanic available, so in case if the person is not available, then my whole day will be wasted. So I thought, okay, let's do a quick dash to the Gartang Gali. I reached Barogati at around 12 o'clock, parked my bike. No parking, I think, is not available. It's not allowed, rather, in front of the gate. So we just cross that gate, and there are a couple of small shops selling Maggie and stuff. So you can park your bike or your vehicle just in front of those shops. There is an entry ticket of 200 rupees manned by the ITBP army personnel. So they check your Aadhaar or your identity card and make entry in the register. So you have to do an exit as well when you come out. So just remember that, because I think they count the number of people who went inside, whether they have got out or not. As told by the army personnel at the gate, that the distance was 2 kilometers, and he told that up and down will take roughly around 2 hours. So I said, okay, 2 hours is fine, but I thought I'll just do it even faster. So I entered the gate, and the trail is on a ledge actually. A little bit scary because there is a huge drop below, and there is one big mountain which is quite intimidating as well, and the river flows beneath. You have to really look over to see the river flowing, and on the other side, drilled into that big mountain is, I think, the road that goes to Gartang Gali. So I entered there at around 12:15, and the trail is pretty steep. It goes up, it comes down, goes up and down. There won't be any respite when you go in or when you come out, because you will be ascending and descending both times. So after some time, I think around 1.5 kilometers, you get to the point where wooden planks have been placed as a symbolic thing of how the trade with Tibetan people used to happen during the olden days. So you get to descend on those wooden planks. As soon as I entered that wooden plank, some of them started creaking. So I said, okay. I was not very sure of how solid those planks were, but as I proceeded further, things were more stable. So I went to the end point, and then took some snaps and videos, and just came back. So when I exited, the time was 1:30, so it took me 1 hour and 15 minutes. I saw a lot of people struggling in that trail, because I don't think many were aware of how steep the ascent and descent will be, and most of them not wearing appropriate clothing and shoes as well. So made the trek a little bit harder for them. After exiting the gate, I went to one of the shops near where I parked my bike, and gulped down 1 liter of water and one packet of Maggie. So spent around, I think it took me around half an hour for my Maggie break. Then came back to the village, Dharali. There is one bike mechanic here in the village. I checked with him. He said the seal is not available with him, as I thought so. He said we'll have to go to Uttarakhand. There only mechanic will be able to mend this. So fingers crossed that the bike will be able to withstand the punishment that's coming its way while going back to Uttarakhand. So I think that pretty much sums up my day, my experience during the day. Tomorrow is going to be one long day, I think, because the next destination is obviously Kedarnath, and the base is Sonprayag. Sonprayag from here is 305 or 10 kilometers, I think, and I don't think it will be possible for anybody to do it in a day. My initial plan was to break it and do 250 kilometers till Agast Muni, and then remaining 55 kilometers the next day, and then start the trek there itself. But now, looking at my pace, where I'm even struggling to do 200 kilometers in a day in the mountains, I'm not very sure where I will end up tomorrow. And also I need to see if somebody is able to repair my bike. So that is all pretty much for the day, and I'll sleep off a bit early Right now the time is 6:30, so I'll probably sleep off a little bit early and wake up fresh. Tomorrow it's going to be, I think, 8 o'clock start, because I don't want to start even before that. I want the sun to come down. I don't know. There could be black ice on the road as well. So that is all for the day. I'll catch you tomorrow. Good night and bye bye.